What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Bubble, the Bay Area's new home for talent in the Bay Area. I am your host, Mystery the Realist, and I will always have a lineup of gasoline for y'all to listen to. With that being said, if you are an artist making music along the lines of hip-hop, rap, R&B, trap soul, neo soul, send me your music. I need MP3s of quality sound and substance. Let me say that again. I need your files to be in MP3 form, quality sound, and you're talking about something. Now, if you have all of these qualities in your music, send them to me. Mystery@yahoo.com. That is MISTARYE@yahoo.com. And I will gladly get you guys on. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's get into this music. Today, I'm so excited. I got a super fire lineup for y'all. We're not going to do any segments of the show like I usually do because every song I'm about to put on is gas. Now, I also have a super special guest in the bubble today, and you know how I do it. I like to get a few songs in before I bring them in and we start talking about what they got going on in life. Now, I would like to take this time to say that you guys have been sending in awesome music, and I am overwhelmed, but I am making it happen. Keep sending them in, all right? With that being said, we're going to get into this first artist, and he is coming out of Oakland, California. Goes by the name of Carville B, and this song is called Push Through, featuring Brianna Marin. Again, this is Carville B out of Oakland. Check him out, y'all.
Executive moves as a black businessman. Put away my childish ways, act like I understand. Keep my focus on what's important, that's my progress. Self-development, discipline is how you get blessed. Let me tell it, but for others it could be something else. To each his own, the directions you take to get home. As long as you make it, then you ain't doing nothing wrong. Pat yourself on the back if you're not smoking crack. Give credit where it's due, the stress of the world ain't got to you. Everybody ain't fortunate to weather through the storm. Predestiny is something ordained the day you was born. For how you treat people, regardless of your status. People have their opinions, that's the freedom of life. Who gives a fuck if they intentions ain't spirit ain't right? Light a match, hold it up to the wind, what do you get? That's a match that was a flame that is no longer lit. Want for others what you want for yourself, that's one to grow on. Honor the blood of your brothers, increase the chance you live long. Don't hesitate or procrastinate, chasing your dreams. If you really want it in this world, it can be achieved. If you really want it in this world, it can be achieved. I'm always gonna push through, push through. I ain't got nothing to prove to you. Just doing what I gotta do. No matter what I'm faced with, I'm always gonna push through, push through. I ain't got nothing to prove to you. Just doing what I gotta do. They hate you. Trip. Jesus wouldn't if he can, you can. You his image and man. Hold up your chin. Everybody not gonna be your friend. Let them see your value and worth of it in the end. Don't waste your time pondering what people be thinking. Use that oxygen on your mind. Keep your thoughts secret. unless you wanna give up your throne, sit on a stool. Pick your pockets, what's in your wallet? Do you have enough to keep up with the Jones? Do you own your own home? If not, keep your money like grandma in a pot. Don't bury yourselves with the halves when you have squat.
I'm always gonna push through, push through. I ain't got nothing to prove to you. Just doing what I gotta do. No matter what I'm faced with, I'm always gonna push through, push through. I ain't got nothing to prove to you. Just doing what I gotta do.
All right, that was my man Carville B out of Oakland with Brianna Marin, and that was called Push Through. Now you can find my man on IG at Carville_B. Now let me spell this out for you. It's Carville, CARVILL_B. You guys go check him out because he got a lot of fire. Matter of fact, I got another song that's gonna come up from this guy later on in the show. So stick around. But the next artist I want to talk about, he embodies what it is that I am trying to excavate out of the Bay Area, and that is a sense of togetherness. He is not just sending in his music, but he sent in 4 tracks with 3 other artists that are under his label. Now, this guy is working very hard, and I have to shout out Young Rich Harlem. He's coming out of Richmond, and the guy is working very, very hard. This song, he didn't tell me who the artist is that's singing on this song, but I have to put it in the lineup because it's fire. So he's featured on this song, which is called Right Now, and his name again is Young Rich Harlem, coming out of Richmond. Check it out, guys.
Ain't slept, bed, head, underdressed, terminal, southwest, fly back, next. I'm tired, but it's working, inspired by my purpose. Toss out the alibis, only got so much time. It's right now. Tell me, is you ready, baby? It's right now. You got all you need, it crazy. Come right now, 'cause opportunity don't wait. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Take a chance and your life could change. It's right now. It's right now. It's right now. It's right now. Right now. Darling, if that shoe fit, wear it. You're styling and in Paris. That secret ain't worth keeping going. Show 'em where your carrots. Bloody knuckles with your heart. Thinking you ain't fit that part. Sculptures take some molding before we consider work of art.
It's now or never, plans to change the weather. Time racing, too impatient just to hear whatever. Found love in a dream, so I stay in clouds. It's been a minute, so forever probably ending now. You say it's love, but where we headed now? Mona Lisa Marie, swear it's the same smile, swear it's the same song. When I play it wrong, hit my line if you got time later on.
Tell me, is you ready, baby? It's right now. You got all you need and crazy. It's right now. Come right now, 'cause opportunity don't wait. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Take a chance and your life could change. It's right now. 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 That you see the world is facing. Don't wanna keep on waiting. Don't wanna keep on waiting. Right now. It's right now. It's right now. Right now. Right now. Tell me, is you ready? Is you ready, baby? You got all you need, baby.
That was Right Now by my man Young Rich Harlem and one of the artists that are on his label. Again, this guy has his own label and he's bringing fire. Now, the next song I have coming up is also by Young Rich Harlem, and I wanted to show the diversity in his skills. He is a real artist. Now, the last song you seen, he got the vibe on there and you guys were moving, and I know you guys were moving because I was moving. So This next song kind of embodies the type of music that I like. And he did it very well. So that's why I have to put it into the lineup. Here's Young Rich Harlem once more with Barclays. And this guy is out of Richmond, California. He didn't send me his IG, so I don't have that for you guys. Just look up Young Rich Harlem on IG. But here's Barclays by Young Rich Harlem.
Yeah. Yeah. Been at it before, Twitter names and them glitter chains. I never picked a lane, I just did my thing. Word to Jay and Dame, word to Big and Kane, word to Birdman and Lil Wayne. The block was hot, I had a Glock 19. I told them niggas you can't stop buying things. Got them fiends knocking at the door. Mama say it's time for school, well mama I ain't tryna go. I'm on the block and I'm selling them. 2 for $5, yellow tops and reds, I was mailing them. Dead bodies reeking in the air, I'm inhaling them. The goat moving boats on the float, I'm selling them. Damn, I miss Pops on the phone, I was telling them. Met Johnny by the docks, couple ops, we was severing. I see pies every time my eyes clear those. I dream of rise, them sixes, I gotta get those. Life's a bitch, I hope to not make her a widow. KB hit me by the 20 ball, but we ain't shoot at Barclays. Just talk to the plug about guns and butter, that's parquet. The wood lit, so I'ma go off here. Fuck the other side, me and the gang ain't been pressed all year. And that's big facts for your podcast. I took the summer off, you niggas ain't do nothing with that. COVID hit them pandemic, boys was stunting like it's nothing. We ain't get no fucking loans and ain't no stimulus to pump us. I was scamming for them blammies, ain't forgot about them Grammys. But this money calling my name, hope my family could understand me. But fuck it, I'm sick of buckets, I'm sick of bills overdue. Trying to live on all these budgets, so I got a Glock and clutched it. So I dried it and I flooded and took over a couple strips. Then I dug the money out the dirt and made it go legit.
That was my man, Young Rich Harlem, out of Richmond, California, with Barclays. I am going to try my best to get this guy into the bubble, and we can pick his brain about all of the work, his work ethic, all of the stuff that he's doing in music. I want to know about it, and I want y'all to know about it. So I'm going to get him in here. But for now, we already have a special guest in the bubble, and she came all the way from Vallejo, California, and we are so privileged to have her in the studio right now. And she goes by the name of Mommy Mia. How you doing, Ma?
Hello. I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about where you're from in Vallejo.
Yes, so I am from North Vallejo.
Okay.
Kind of more towards Fairfield.
Okay. How close is that? See, I'm from Oakland. I don't.
Okay, I got you.
I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know all of the territories around Oakland, but how close is that to Magazine Street? You know, E40 kind of. You know
Magazine.
what I mean? So
it's a few exits from Magazine Street. Probably about 5. Some people would say that where I'm from. Okay, where I'm from is, you know her, right?
Yeah.
I'm like from where she's from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Vallejo is lit, you guys. Y'all need to start paying attention, man. She is definitely doing her thing. That's why I got her in here. Why don't you sit tight for me, and we're going to play another selection, and then we're going to get into picking your brain. Is that cool?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So we're going to get back to Miss Mommy Mia in a minute, but I want to get this next gas on, man. This next song, oh my God, guys. I'm feeling like a little kid in the candy factory when I be playing these music, man. This is awesome. I love what you guys are sending in. But this next track is by a guy who goes by the name of Henny Holyfield. And this track is featuring Alizé Ali, and it's called Roses. And they're both coming out of Oakland, California. Again, this is Henny Holyfield featuring Alizé Ali with Roses.
It's just different.
I know sometimes we lose focus on celebrating the people that we hold closest, and nobody knows when it's time to go with. So let it be known before the window closes, and give them they roses, give them they roses, give them they roses, give them they roses. You gotta give them they roses, give them they roses, give them they roses, give them they roses. Gotta give them they roses. People know that you appreciate them today, especially the ones that's got a way of making your day. Cause at any given second they could be taken away. Don't wanna live regretting things you wasn't able to say. Gotta tell them that you love them while they're still here. Gotta stay in contact with your family. One of these days they might disappear. Checking your granddad and your granny. Schedule some time to make a few phone calls. I know we all got things to do, but they can wait. You should take a break and let them know how much they mean to you. All praise due to my mama, the amazing lady that raised me, and to my wife that changed my life, right along with all three of my babies. And I'm so thankful for my grandparents. I make sure we talk daily. And my sister, brother, uncles, aunts, and cousins, I love them all like crazy. And I want to give roses to my close homies that's always been supportive. Thankful to have y'all in my corner. Every single one of y'all is important. And I got hella love for my fans. It means a whole lot that y'all rockin' with me. And every time I get a chance, I salute all the artists in my city. But I want to pay homage to the OGs, give them roses while they're still breathing. Shout out Snoop and Dre, Too Short and Cube Game, Be Legit and Earl Stevens, Jay-Z, Nas, Wyclef, Pras, L Boogie, and Missy Misdemeanor, Outkast, Eminem, Jadakiss, Bone, Busta Rhymes, and Tekkenina. Yeah, every person I spoke of, I appreciate y'all so much. So I felt the need to show y'all some love because we don't know what's in store for us. So every day we should celebrate all the people that we hold closest. Let them know they great because you don't want to wait until it's too late to give them. I know sometimes we lose focus on celebrating
my man
the people that we hold
Henny
closest.
Holyfield featuring Alizé Ali with Roses, and they're coming out of Oakland, California. Now you can look him up on IG at Henny Holyfield. Again, Henny Holyfield on IG. You guys can always go check him out. You know, let him know that the bubble sent you. Now, let's get back into our special guest here. You still with me?
Yes, I'm right here.
Okay. Why don't you tell us what it is that got you into the music?
Yeah, so, music's always been a really big part of my life. I started maybe writing songs when I was like 10 years old.
Wow.
And it was just fun. I'd take some, the songs from the radio. I think the first one I did was With You by Chris Brown.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I flipped it so that it'd be from a girl's perspective.
Right,
and
right.
I was probably like 10, I don't know.
You were 10 years old? And
crushing on somebody probably.
Oh, okay. So
then,
the crush brought out the feelings and you wanted to sing it.
I don't know. I was just kind of having fun with it.
Okay,
But
I'm just saying 10 years old. That's like super young to be
right.
knowing that you want to do music. That's big. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't know I wanted to do music, but I just did it. It just poured out of me, like I picked up guitar lessons and so naturally I was playing songs, I was singing songs, and then I thought, let me just write my own songs.
Okay.
And yes, I've been doing it a while. I did take a little break because, like when you're young and you don't know about the opportunities that exist, you might not think that there's a path for you in the music industry.
Absolutely.
And kind of once I got older and halfway through college, I found music again. And I found that missing piece. And I found my avenue. I found my way to the music industry. And yeah, now we're here. Now we're talking.
And I'm so glad you did find that because you are, I am a fan. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm a fan.
You.
I'm a fan of her music. She has a lot more music that we're going to get up here. And I'm just a super fan. That's why I had to have her in a bubble. Now, you mentioned that artists don't know what path they need to take. Now, that's why I'm having artists come into the studio to talk about this so we can inspire aspiring and upcoming artists. And could you elaborate on how you found your way, or was there a support system or something in play for you?
Yeah, I will. Okay, so I'll go back to like when I first started back in college again. So honestly, I was just kind of having fun with it. I was pulling up beats, right? Just making some lyrics to some instrumentals, and then eventually, maybe a year or two later, I came across this platform called BeatStars.com.
Oh, yeah.
So that's I don't know if you heard of it,
Yeah,
but
I know
it's
about it. I'm on
perfect. Oh yeah, okay, there you go. Yes, the #1 marketplace
Yes.
for producers, and
Yes.
and so I was following their page, I was going to their live streams, learning, just soaking all of that in, and then that's where I realized, like, boom, this is how you do it. You just do it. There's no door that you need to find. You make your own door. You get the wood. You build your door, and you walk in it, and you build a path for yourself. So BeatStars really helped me kind of see that, and it was really dope because actually I'm so passionate about their platform, and I love them so much. I was able to be a campus rep for them in college.
Oh, that's cool.
So I kind of joined their team for a semester, which was really nice, and I got to meet a bunch of the people who inspire me, and yeah, it's all just been learning since then.
That's what's up. See, now y'all know y'all need to get in touch with her because she got a line on BeatStars, y'all. Y'all need to get in contact with Miss Mommy Mia. So why don't you explain to me? Did you have any familial influences in music at all?
Yeah, so my mom and my uncle are my two, they've inspired me forever. And my mom, she has the most beautiful voice. She always sings melodies, and she hears beautiful melodies in her head, and I'm glad that she kind of passed that down to me because I hear them. I didn't know that nobody else could hear them until I realized, shoot, not everybody can hear what I'm hearing.
It is a skill.
And so I guess part of it is maybe DNA, I don't know, and then the other part is I'm just hearing it all the time. And she never, went forward and tried to build anything for herself in music.
Oh, man.
But
She never made a song?
No, but I'm gonna make her do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make her do it.
bring
I
her
want
out.
to
Feature
do
her or
something with her.
something.
Yes, I want to make a beat with her. And then my uncle too, he's a phenomenal producer, and
What's his name?
His name is Nobody Knows. So he
Oh,
also,
that's cool.
right? Isn't that dope? He just makes beats for fun. He helps me kind of mix and master. He's trying to show me the ropes of making my music from scratch.
Yeah.
And it's all from the heart, and so that just, it's the same for me. It's the exact same thing for me. I just see that. I'd see him always drumming and making beats, everywhere he would go, and so that's just ingrained in my head.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. So you talked about in your heart. Now, I want to get into the passion I hear in your songs. Now, I know we all experience heartbreak and human emotions, but I hear it so much so in your lyrics. I hear it in your notes that you hit. Why don't you tell the people what inspires you to write your songs?
Yeah. So my process for writing songs is, I listen to a beat, and I'll only choose it if it strikes a feeling in me, right? If I resonate with it, if it resonates with my story and my energy. So a lot of people, maybe they write when they're feeling their strongest emotion, when they're sad or anything like that. But me, I like to leave that out the door. I like to take myself and my listeners to a whole other world,
that's
a perfect
cool.
world.
That's cool. Now, how do you do that? By putting your emotions to the side, but still come up with a storyline for your music? I mean, that's very difficult to do. Just put your emotions to the side and still write a professionally sounding and structured song. That is impressive to me. How do you do that?
Yeah. Well, music, that's how I leave it behind. The music itself, the process, the writing, that takes me out of the crazy, the chaos, the drama that's happening in this world right now, and I don't speak about it that much because I know that everybody knows that like there's so much terrible things going on in the world. So it's like, by my presence, I hope, and my music, I hope that we can just make the world a better place, and I think music is my avenue for doing that, for being able to provide to the world and like hopefully give a positive outlook.
Okay. Well, I mean, that it couldn't have been structured any way, any better. You know what I mean? You said that perfectly. I mean, you got to lose yourself in the music, people. If you're an artist that is aspiring or you're looking to try to get into it, you just have to do it. And again, we bring artists into the bubble for that reason, so you guys can see that this is real. All right, this is real, guys, and I want y'all to hear from other artists. All right, we're gonna slide into another song, and we're gonna come right back to you. We're gonna take a little break.
Enjoy listening, y'all.
All right, so we're gonna slide into this next artist, guys, and The artist goes by the name of The Indigo Kid. Again, this is another artist that didn't really send me all of his information like I wanted him to, so I can't really say what city they're from or IG, but I really, really like this song. And the song is called Mars.
3 Cube on the beat.
I'm chasing after this money with these bars. I know what these stars that come from Mars. It's the life I choose later to make. I'm gonna keep pushing forward, you can bet on that. Hey, we ain't the same, I'm a different breed. I'm something like an alien to see. You can never be me, you might as well do you. Because you keep trying to play games and I'll show you the truth. Gonna hunt it on the E-way with a box in the coupe. If the haters sitting waiting, playing hot pursuit. Got no time for taking losses, got the chopper and troops. We don't move the same, so I would never try to be you. From the LA to the Bay, you know they call me the truth. You know we touching every corner map with general Zeus. So you look up at the stars, do you see what I do? I can hear them calling for me, so I'm running from you. Till you send me back to Mars. Come from Mars. It's the life I choose later to make. I'm gonna keep pushing forward, you can bet on that. Hey, we ain't the same, I'm a different breed. I'm something like an alien to see. You can never be me, you might as well do you. Because you keep trying to play games and I'll show you the truth. You just gave me a million, about to turn into two. Said I'm gonna double back, I'm going triple the truth. I'm shooting for the moon and you know what we do. Yeah, shout out to Egypt because they gave me the tools. Shout out to my stars, shining in the sky right next to me. Thank you for giving me a place to be. Look at us, we came too far to turn around and go running for free. The world's getting worse, my kids gotta eat. We're not getting younger and the future's our peak. Don't replace my heart. I don't understand why she did that to me. I got no time to go and waste more time, so I spend my time making money. I'm chasing after this money with these bars. Running like these stars that come from Mars. It's the life I choose later to make. I'm gonna keep pushing forward, you can bet on that. Hey, we ain't the same, I'm a different breed. I'm something like an alien to see. You can never be me, you might as well do you. Because you keep trying to play games and I'll show you the truth.
Okay, that was the Indigo Kid with Mars. Again, he did not send me his requested information, but I like that song, so I had to throw him in. You are tuned in to The Bubble, the Bay Area's new home for Bay Area talent. All right, let's get back into our special guest that we have up in the building, Miss Mommy Mia.
Hello. I feel so special every time you say I'm a special guest.
Yeah, man, you are a special guest. I mean, we are privileged to have you here, man. You are one of the, you are a pillar in this radio show because you sent in your music, like, without, like I said, without no name, no start date, no knowledge of who I am, and you were just sending it all in, man. And I was impressed with the music, with the back office structure of your music. I love all of that, so I had to get you in here.
Thank you.
All
Yeah,
right.
I don't know, like you said, I didn't know anything, but I just had this feeling that this was going to be dope and that this is something I had to go for, so,
That's what's up. That's what's up. We want all artists to embody that feeling. So let's get back into you. So I want to know, you got any show experience?
So, you know what? I've never actually performed as my artist self now. So, Mommy Mia has never performed. But growing up, like I mentioned earlier, I did grow up, playing guitar. So, I would open for local bands. I would, I'd actually perform. I've performed quite a few times growing up. So
now, was that as a guitarist or as a singer?
Both. So I would play and sing back then. Yeah.
Wow. See, I'm even more impressed, guys. Okay, because playing the instrument and singing is so difficult. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I want to make them points. I want to drive them points home. That's the skill. That is a skill. But go ahead. I'm sorry. So you'll open up for.
I mean, just
like local artists,
local bands. It was a long time ago. I was probably maybe like 11 or 12, you know, so it's cool. You know, I kind of got over that fear early. You know, don't get me wrong, I still do get nervous to like talk in front of a billion people.
It's
but
natural.
it is natural. Yeah. And so now, you know, for my shows going forward, I'm like, well, girl, you've done this before. You can do it again. And, you know, now I'm more comfortable in my skin. I know who I am. So it's going to be great.
There you go. So you mentioned that you had other names. Well, let me say this. Let me back up. I know that all artists come out and they have so many different names and they go through so many different stages of trying to find out who they are, a name that matches their persona or personality or whatever it is you want to call it. How many names did you have?
Mammy Mia, that's it.
That's it?
That's it. I couldn't come up with anything else. You know, nothing fit, nothing, you know, nothing else really made sense for me, at least, you know, now. But, you know, growing up, I didn't really have an artist name. I was just Mia.
Just Mia?
Yeah, okay. Basically.
Okay, so tell us about the name. How did it come about, and what significance does it hold for you to want to tell everybody that's your name?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I think it really was just somebody called me Mommy once. I said, I love that. I want everybody to call me Mommy. So Mommy Mia, boom. And then people started calling me Mommy Mia, and it was like natural, and you know, I didn't have to force anybody to call me that. But yeah, so it was a very natural kind of step into that name, and so that's kind of why I say nothing else fit, you know. And I've tried to think of something else, but nothing stuck. So I figured this is for me. I am Mommy Mia.
That's what's up.
And nobody has that name.
So the nickname came about from friends and peers, is what you're saying, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna hold on to that.
Yes.
So why did they call you that? Are you like headstrong, or are you like the grandma of the group, or what is it? Where did Mommy, or is it just the petiteness, or what is it, Mommy?
I think maybe it's just my personality. I have no idea. I can't read their minds, but it stuck, and I liked it.
And
so.
You never really tried to just dig in and like, why y'all call me
why
that?
you call me that? No. No.
Okay, it's all good. So the first time in the studio recording, take us through that. Everybody always has either a disaster story or a horror story where they were nervous and they couldn't get their words out when they got into the recording booth. Could you take us through that? The first time that you ever stepped into a recording studio?
Into like a legit studio, not my closet.
There you go. Well, I mean, those are even legitimate studios. I've recorded some good songs with the microphone hanging out of a closet.
Yeah, you could do a lot from home.
You can do a lot. So yes, you're absolutely correct. Legitimate studio. The first time you were in the booth with an engineer behind the board and all of that stuff. Take us through that. How was that? What kind of experience was that?
Yeah, that was really dope. My first time in a legit studio, that was at, I think it was called Elevated Studios. That was up in Sacramento. Okay. And you know, back then I didn't have music out. I had like a couple just demos on SoundCloud, and I had made a friend. I'm not sure. I think we met at like a party or something, and his name is J Mac, and
J-Mac, I think I heard of that before. He does music?
He does music. He unfortunately he's left us. So, you know, rest in peace. We always love him. And but he opened up my world for me too, you know, like he heard my music back when nobody heard my music, and he always kind of supported me and told me, he's like, Mia, you're gonna do it, you're gonna make it, you're gonna knock everybody out the water, and he's like, just keep going. And so, you know, so he brought me to my first studio session, and I'll never forget. It was dope, you know. It was really inspiring being in an environment where you know that people are coming to you know, live out their passions. And it was beautiful. They had records on the wall, and then I had met other people that he was kind of working with, and you know, some of his music friends, and so we all kind of became a network and connected. But in the studio, there was no disaster. I was nervous. I will admit, I was super nervous. I actually smoked before I went in there, and I was like, I should not have done that, but here we are, and we did that. And you know, so I have my demo. We never released the song, unfortunately, but I probably still have it somewhere locked away.
Are you gonna put it up on social media or something after this show? Because you know people are going to be hitting you up like, hey, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Yeah, I'll see what I could do, just out of respect for him and everything like that. But yeah, no, Disaster was great. It felt right. I mean, I was nervous, don't get me wrong.
It's natural.
But
it's natural.
It felt good.
And it went off without a hitch, right? You got your song recorded.
Oh,
you
yeah.
didn't have to come back and do it.
No.
That's
we don't do that coming back. We do that. We come in there with that mentality that we're going to get it done and we're going to do it right. See, the thing is, like, I know a lot of people go into the studio. They might be unprepared. They might not have all their lines in. But I'm like, you are spending your money to be in that studio.
There you
do
go.
not waste it. Like, have a great time. I'm not saying you got to have 100% of things fleshed out, but you better have 95% of if your idea is lined up.
97.5,
yeah,
man,
like the more you have, the better. But sometimes, things don't really hit you until you get to the studio.
Absolutely.
So that happens to me a lot with like background vocals, and like they sometimes don't hit me until I'm in the booth.
You have to piece it up, right? You have to ad lib almost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, I get it. Tell me about this show you got coming up, As Mamma Mia, right?
Yes, that's May 14th. Yeah, May 14th. That's actually in Oakland.
Oh,
I think it's at like 2200. I got to look at the address.
Don't worry, just send it to us. We're going to put it out there for you before the show, so don't worry about having it right now.
But yeah, it's in Oakland, May 14th. It's an event I actually got invited to from, I was at a photography event, and I met, this girl. We were talking about music and everything, and yeah, she just hit me up a couple weeks ago, like, hey, Mia, like, I'm throwing an event. I would love for you to come and perform and this and that. And there it is. And we locked in the date, and now we're doing it. And now I got to put my big girl pants on and perform,
How many songs are you going to perform?
It's going to be 4.
4 songs?
Yes.
Okay, you got a long set then. It's like, what's that, about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, probably about 15, 20.
Okay. That's what's
Luckily,
up.
my songs aren't 7 minutes long, so it won't be too bad.
Not too many lyrics to remember, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I want to slide into another song here, right? I want to take a break, but this song I'm going to slide into is one of your songs.
Oh, okay. Surprise. Okay.
Yeah. I know. Are you prepared to bring your song in?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to let you have the microphone, and then I want you to go ahead and bring your song in.
Okay, for sure. Yes, hello everybody, what's good? My name is Mamma Mia, artist, songwriter from the Bay Area, your little Bay Area sweetheart, and this is my song called Sugar Eyes, playing for the first time on The Bubble. Slow down, give me all your sugar. I'ma get it, I want it, don't you dare get me started. Ooh, I love when we loving and both your eyes are on me. If you stay until the morning, consider this a warning. Give me all your sugar. I swear I think I loved you in my last life, like the last time. No, you're not getting away. Having sleepy conversations after midnight till the sunrise. Call you my night and day. After the sun and the haze, you know I'd rather mess with you. Get lost in my high energy. We making fire. I'ma get it how I want it. Don't you dare get me started. Ooh, I love when we love it and both your eyes are on me. If you'll stay until the morning, consider this a warning. I better have both them sugar eyes on me. On me, eyes on me. Both them sugar eyes on me. On me, eyes on me. Give me all your sugar. If you're home alone, I'll be right away. I'm right away from my ride today. Let me show you all the ways I need you. Your love is all I know. Like a drug, I need some more. I don't have nobody. You don't have nobody. Come over, get this body. I'ma get it, I want it. Don't you dare get me started. Ooh, I love when we loving and both your eyes are
really mean it. Oh, my love, you got me tongue-tied. The way you numb the pain away.
There you have it, Mommy Mia with Sugar Eyes. You guys can find her on IG at AKA Mommy Mia. Now let me spell that for you guys. That is MAMIMIA. That is Mommy Mia. All right, she's back with us, guys.
Yeah, thank you for spelling my name right, because people always think it's Mama, and it drives me nuts. But yeah, I can't get mad at it because there's so many people who think it's Mama, but it's Mommy.
Yeah.
MAMI.
There
Thank
you
you
go.
for clarifying.
That's what's up. Now we got, we as artists, we want people to get it right.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want people to spell it MOMMY.
Right. Mommy.
Yeah, mommy. It's not that
Mommy.
kind of mommy, right? It's-
No.
Right.
No.
So once you break down, I love that song, all right? That song
Thank
right
you so
there
much.
is what has turned me on to your music, all right? I can't say it enough. I am a fan. All right?
Thank you.
I am
That
a
just
fan.
warms my heart.
And I would like to know, what was the process in making that? Could you break down the
Yes.
production process on that song?
Yes. Okay. So that's funny. I actually just made a video about this and posted it today. So
Oh, that's
that's
what's up.
really funny. But
Good.
okay. So let's see. I was. This was the kind of beginning,
Mm-hmm.
right, of when I was getting into music, putting on my music pants.
Okay.
And so I have been working with a mixing engineer at Redwall Studios. That's in Fremont.
Okay.
And that's kind of like, that's my favorite place to record, right? So that engineer there, we've met a couple times. We're cool. I have him on socials, and his name's Ryan Palma. He's amazing. And he's the one who produced, mixed, and recorded this track. And so one day on Instagram, he just kind of posted this on his story.
Oh, he did it without you knowing?
No, this was just a random day. He
Just-
was
just
just,
like, boop.
he made this beat. He posted it on his story, and I was like,
Oh, okay. So the
Ryan-
beat, not the song.
yes, just the beat.
Gotcha.
And I was like, this is dope.
Yeah.
Probably fire emojis, like this is amazing.
Yeah.
And so he'd sent it over to me. And I've had it for the longest time. He probably sent it to me in like September 2020.
Damn.
Right? And so it's just coming out March 2022. So it's been
Yeah.
well over a year.
Yeah.
And so I've been working on it for the longest time. And the reason was, it took me a while because I didn't have my direction like solidified. I had a whole bunch of ideas, but nothing was connecting.
Right.
And so every day, almost every single day, from September 2020 until now, I would kind of listen to that beat. I'd put it in the car. Every time I'd leave my house, that beat would be playing in my car
Yep.
over and over and over
I
again.
can relate.
Because I was like, you know what? I have a bunch of stuff written, but nothing is connecting. Nothing is like pulling me in.
To
So
that
I need
vibe,
to
right?
wait
Yeah.
until like I get the right thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
And so finally.
So wait, you were
yeah.
going through your notes? You were going through notes that you have to try to figure out what fits to the beat, or how were you?
Okay.
How were you trying to piece it up?
Okay. So with the song, if you kind of listen to the beat, it's very beautiful. It's
dope.
smooth.
Dope.
It's sensual, and it brought me to this kind of like romantic beach getaway. So that's where my mind went, and so I kind of like to kind of stick to that feeling of being lost in a daydream.
Okay.
So, with the song itself, I had to come up with lyrics to match. They had to be sincere, they had to be heartfelt. And so I finally, come January 2022, I came up with the concept for it to be a late night pillow talk session. And so my first
I like where you're going. With it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you. My first line of this was, the after the sun and the haze, I'd rather mess with you. And so that was my first line. And, I was just really stuck on that song, I'd rather you,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's
So-
dope. That's fun.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I had that song playing nonstop, so I slid that in there. And, that was kind of where it all started.
Okay, I got you.
And so, I really just wanted to continue on that feeling, like like, what would you say to somebody who you were kind of pouring your heart out to? Like, you know, I swear I think I loved you in my last life. And like the last time, you're not getting away.
Yeah, all of those lyrics. I'm hanging on all of those words, man. For real, I feel them all. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm
good job
happy
on
you
that
do. Thank you.
Yeah, you did a good job on that one. Go ahead. You have anything else to say?
Yeah, let's see. Okay, so the lyrics took me a minute to get, but I didn't want to do it until it was perfect. And I'm not going to encourage everyone to sit there and overthink about their writing process, but sometimes your intuition knows when it could be better. Yep. And you need to be honest with yourself if you're out there writing music. You need to know when you could do better. Listen to it like subjectively. You are your own worst critic, so be your own worst critic and give it your best.
Absolutely.
Because we're out here competing with Beyonce and Rihanna. In reality, we're fighting for attention just like them, and they got tons of eyes on them.
There you go.
So let's get some eyes on me too.
There you go.
I didn't mean to do that, but it kind of works.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Right.
That's what it is. I mean, you got to be real with yourself,
yes.
just like you said. And you being on this show, being real, is showing other people to be real, man. Don't sit there and try to follow somebody else's footsteps. Do what feels right to you. If it don't feel right to you, it's not going to sound right to anyone else. All right, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah, because people will know when you're not being genuine with your vibe and yourself. So it took me a really long time to finally be comfortable with myself as Mami Mia, and I didn't present myself into the world until I knew absolutely who I was. And so, that's kind of good because it's not going to confuse your listeners and confuse your audience either, because they're going to know who you are if you know who you are. If you don't know who you are, get out there, do everything. Just do everything. Find what you love, find what you don't love, and then, the right thing's going to find you, whether you're doing music or not. I'm here to inspire you, whether it's music or not. I want to urge people to live life to the best of their ability and make the most of what you have and make those seeds flourish,
That's right, man. You got to chase the dream. And then once you grab it, you got to grab it by the horns. Keep riding that thing, man, because it's not going to stop bucking. So, man, I love sitting here speaking with you. Why don't you break down all of your support team? All your plugs, all of your shouts, all of your social media, any websites, merch. Go ahead. I'm gonna open it up for you. Break it down. Tell people where they need to go and how they need to get in touch with you.
All right. Well, I'm going to just start off with my socials. So we'll go with Instagram. That's the best place to reach me if you're listening to this right now. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to, see everybody who's listening to 96.9 The Bubble, because I know you're out there. So hello. Don't be afraid to say what's up. But, yeah, you can find my my socials on Instagram. It's at aka.mami.mia. So that's aka Mami Mia, because my name is Mia, aka Mami Mia.
I like it.
Thank you. I mean, that's mainly the main social I kind of focus on,
Okay. Any websites?
Websites. My website is on my Instagram link. It's kind of like one of those link in bio ones, but it has everything. It has my music. It has my everything. So I think it's with Koji at, hang on, let me find it for you really quick. I got it.
While you're looking for that, the website, you're saying it has everything on it. Music?
Yes, it has, like in my IG bio, you'll see that it says music, services, and fun stuff. So if you want to do any features, or if you want any features from me, you can hit services and see those. I do producer tags too. I like to do a lot. I want to start doing like vocal sample packs, so you can hit me up there through services or through my DMs. That's fine. But yeah, you can find my music, any music videos, interviews, features, and that website. It is with Koji, so that's withkoji.com/@aka.Mami Mia. So yeah, but it's in my IG link. I think it's just more easy to reach me there or find everything there. So
I agree.
Yes, that was a mouthful for that link and everything.
That's what I'm opening up for that, Well, I thank you for showing up to The Bubble. Mami Mia, you are a breath of fresh air.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
Very lovely to look at and very nice to listen to. I'm telling you, I can't tell y'all enough. I am a fan. I can sit up in here and talk to her
3 times
all day. We would love to have you back with any kind of music that you have coming out.
Oh,
you
most
are
definitely.
always welcome to come in here. Like I said, you are considered a pillar in this show, and I appreciate you for that.
Well, thank you.
Right.
Yeah, I'm here to support. I'm here to really serve as that pillar. I mean, that's an honor. That is an honor to be a part of a foundation of something. So when you said that to me earlier, you know, that's amazing. Yeah, honestly, thank you.
Well, it is genuine and it is the truth. So, well, we're gonna slide out from Miss Mommy Mia, and we're gonna thank her for coming out, guys. But before we go, to show our love for her, we're gonna play another one of her songs, and this song is called "Runaway with You," and this is also one of my favorites because
This is one of my favorites too.
Yeah, I see the diversity in this. So again, this is Mommy Mia with "Runaway with You" on The Bubble.